So welcome to part 2 of our hormones and healthy living class. My name is Andrea Dowie, and I have been utilizing essential oils for, I think, 8 years now, and helping other people for at least the last 7 years or 6.5 years with utilizing oils and nutritional products, helping them to find a more natural way to take care of their health. And it's something I'm really passionate about. And so I just finished a hormones class that kind of went through the different hormones in the body, how they work, and when they're out of range, what can happen. And I just touched on a few products within that. And I wanted to go into more detail of the different products that we can utilize when it comes to healthy hormones. So let's talk first about what are essential oils. So they're naturally occurring volatile aromatic compounds. They're found in the seeds, the bark, the stems, the roots, and many different parts of plants, flowers, and trees. They can protect the plants against environmental threats and provide beneficial properties to plants. And they're highly concentrated when they're distilled for purity, potency, and efficacy. And they've been used historically for many different years, or for thousands of years, for food preparation, beauty treatment, and healthcare practices. So it's not really new. They've been around for a very long time and are in a very effective way to be able to take care of your body. So why doTERRA oils? So there's many different oils out there. You go to the grocery store, you could even go to Best Buy and they sell essential oils. It's kind of crazy, right? Everybody wants to hop on that bandwagon, but you want to be careful with which ones you use. doTERRA, I trust them. I have 4 kids. I have a husband, and I only want the best for them. And I want to make sure that it's safe and effective, because sometimes with natural products, or labeled as natural products, they can be worse than better because they're synthetic, or they don't have the healing properties because it's been stripped. I mean, there's all different things that can go into it, or maybe it's not even what it says it is. So you just have to be really careful. And that's one thing about why I love doTERRA, is because they do have a standard certified pure tested grade, which basically means that they source from a global group of growers, that they ensure that they're pure and they're potent. They do rigorous tests. I think there's at least 11 tests, and then they do a 12th a second time to make sure that nothing got contaminated throughout their testing process. And what you're going to find is they're free from fillers, they're free from artificial ingredients, free from any sort of harmful contaminants. And again, if you're looking for a way to be able to get those things and not have to worry, this is a great opportunity. doTERRA provides solutions for health conscious individuals with safe, natural alternatives. It can be used for emotional and physical wellness applications, and they have few, if any, undesirable side effects. 1 drop is all that's needed to achieve a powerful benefit. And lastly, why doTERRA is because they're co-impact sourcing. They cultivate partnerships with the growers, which many times it's just a family that has a field next to them that grow a lot of these plants that we utilize for essential oils. They'll make sure that they create co-ops so that they grow the best plant possible, so that when we get it on the other end of the bottle, it is the most pure, most potent, highest efficacy oil for us to use. And this helps with stable pricing. It helps to have a trustworthy long-term buyer. And we got rid of all of the middlemen, which is what you'll find many other companies use middlemen in order to source their oils, which means they don't really know where it could have come from or what was done to it in the process before they received it. And so this empowers everyone. This empowers the growers, the families, and the communities that are surrounding them in those impoverished nations, because about half of where we get our oils are from impoverished nations. So we're able to empower them to be able to create these amazing oils and grow these different things for us to be able to use. All right, so how can we use oils? You can use them aromatically, by smelling them, or using a diffuser, which is a little machine that you put water in and add a few drops oil to. And this can help with your emotions. It can help with breathing better and purifying the air. Next is internally, which I only recommend with doTERRA. Certain oils you can actually have, they have a culinary history, but also can help support our immune system, like On Guard, for targeted wellness. And then topically is the third way we can use them, massaging them in on your body, putting them behind your ears if you're stressed out, putting it on your wrist. It just helps. It can help to calm you. So many different oils for that. Now, let me ask you, what do you want more of when it comes to hormones? Do you want more of this I thought this picture was funny. The seven dwarfs of menopause: itchy, bitchy, sweaty, sleepy, bloated, forgetful, all dried up. So we talked a little bit about this in my other video, okay? We actually talked more about this. Or do you want to feel more of this? Calm, relaxed, joyful, happy, stress-free, able to sleep, all those kinds of things. I mean, for me, this is where I want to be, right? So doTERRA has a wellness philosophy where we want to start with our eating right, our nutrition, hydration, elimination, digestion. That is the foundation of everything. And again, in the other video, I talked a little bit more about these things, but that is the biggest part of that foundation. And then exercise, breathing, sunshine, rest and stress management, reducing toxic load by cleansing. And then informed self-care, which is why you're watching this right now, is informed self-care, and then proactive medical care. So we want to make sure, look at how much we have control of. All those things in the bottom, right? And also your informed self-care by being here to listen to this. So let's talk about xenoestrogen, which is toxins. What are they and why they matter? So xenoestrogens are actually like fake estrogens, or they have an estrogenic effect within our body. And what they do is they come into our body and they can send off signals like estrogen and cause our body to go all out of whack and to do all these weird things, right? And so what happens is the products that we're using many times, skincare, soaps, even things we're cleaning with, all these things can be xenoestrogens, and that they can bind to your cell receptors, which again can throw off your body system when it comes to that. And so we want to make sure that, number one, we're getting as many of these toxins or these xenoestrogens out of our home. First off, that's the one thing you have control of. So what are you using currently? What type of cleaning products are you using? What type of skincare are you using? What type of spa products are you using? These all matter, because when our body is trying to fight off all these things internally because of the products we're using, it's really hard when something else gets introduced from the outside for our body to continue to do that. That's when we come down with illness. There was actually a story that someone told me a couple of years ago. They had been using this certain set of products for a very long time, and they were all getting really, really sick. And they finally came back and realized it was those products that was causing that. So it is truly powerful. And what I said in the last video too was a lot of times the inside of our house is more toxic than actually outside. So here are some solutions, some non-toxic options. They're non-GMO, no parabens, gluten-free. They're non-toxic. They're actually beneficial because of the infusion of pure essential oils. So they can help with mood when you're cleaning. If you don't like to clean, smelling On Guard is amazing. The laundry detergent, you guys, is second to none. Toothpaste, hand sanitizer, mouthwash, On Guard gel caps for supporting our immune system. There's a whole products line for taking care of the inside of your house. What about your skincare? We have a natural Virage skincare. We have a skincare that's partly science and partly natural. They kind of blend the both. And so you can choose on that, but I can tell you this, it'll be way less toxic than maybe what you're currently using. And then we have our set of spa products, which includes an amazing mud mask. You guys would love that thing. And it is amazing I actually, detox my armpits with it, my face, other areas of my body. I'll use that mud mask, the bottoms of the feet, to help to pull those toxins out as well. So many different options that we have that are infused with those essential oils. All right, now let's talk a little bit about estrogen and women's health. So a woman's body is profoundly affected by her hormone cycle, especially the fluctuation of estrogen, because the formation of sexual characteristics, estrogen affects mental health, bone growth, the cardiovascular system, including cholesterol levels, skin health, protein synthesis, and fluid balance. So there's a cycle that we go through, right? We're in childbearing years, and then we're in the perimenopause, where things become a little bit more irregular, menopausal symptoms begin to appear. And then we, towards later on in life, we end up in menopause. And there's so many symptoms that come along with this, right? Forgetfulness, irritability, bone density goes down, cholesterol goes up, decreased libido. There's all of these different things that play a part in that. And so when we're looking at helping our body to what we're trying to get to is an equilibrium. We don't want too much estrogen. We don't want too much testosterone. And again, if you go watch that other video, there's tons of great information on all of those. We want to get into a place of balance. And that's where doTERRA's phytoestrogens, that they help to equalize estrogen levels. Just because it has estrogen in the name does not mean that it's going to blow everything up or put a bunch of estrogen in you. That's not how this works. Phytoestrogens are naturally occurring plant compounds chemically similar to the estrogen produced in the body. They provide a mild estrogenic effects that are healthy because they can bind to certain estrogen receptors called beta receptors. So beta receptors are found mainly in the cardiovascular system, bones and skin, and are not found in any of the sex organs where overexposure to estrogen and estrogen-like compounds has been shown to increase cancer risk. So when we're looking at phytoestrogens, what they're going to do is, remember we talked about those fake estrogens, the xenoestrogens they have an estrogenic effect in the body. So they will try to bind to those cell receptors. But if you're taking those phytoestrogens into the body, they are going to bind to those cell receptors instead of the xenoestrogen, which means the xenoestrogens will have nowhere to go but to try to detox out of your body. So, if a woman has too much estrogen, milder phytoestrogens can bind with receptors that would otherwise be filled with stronger estrogens. And that's, again, those xenos. And for a woman with not enough estrogen, the phytoestrogens help fill the void naturally. So the phytoestrogens are actually a balancer. All right, let's talk about estrogen metabolites, which are chemical compounds produced in the body as a result of digesting or metabolizing hormones. Estrogens are metabolized along two general pathways. The bad metabolite, 16-alpha, is considered a negative because of high levels of this metabolite have close link to cancer risk and other health negatives. 2-HO is considered the good metabolite because of its neutral effect on the body. For optimum health, two should be balanced or going a little bit more towards 2-HO. So several things have help to create a healthy metabolite balance. Increased phytoestrogens, which we just talked about, which is isoflavones and lignans. We're going to talk a little bit more about those. Powerful antioxidants, E and B vitamins, magnesium, calcium, and other vitamins. Also eating a healthy diet, and I go into a lot of that in the other video. Exercise, increasing your fiber and reducing fat, bad fats. We want those good fats though. But also utilizing essential oils that will cleanse the liver, such as citrus oils, geranium. Xenocrine is another, which is our detoxification blend. It's amazing at helping our body to promote that estrogen detoxification, those xenoestrogens that go off of those cells. We want to help to detox those and get them out of the body. Those essential oils can help with that as well. All right, now let's talk about that phytoestrogen complex. All right, so we're going to talk about genistein, which is a potent phytoestrogen, and it's found in soy isoflavones, which are also phytoestrogens. So you hear soy bad, right? But we're going to talk about why genistein is actually good, but this is where it's found. So genistein has been highly researched because of its power benefits to women's health. It's not necessarily enough to consume soy or a common soy extract, okay? This is because soy isoflavones make up less than 1% of soy protein, and the potent genistein is less than 0.006% of soy proteins. So our phytoestrogen complex actually delivers 48 milligrams of genistein per serving. Okay, so there's bad soy out there, which is the GMO, not good. There's organic soy, which is the one that's better to have, but you will not get the genistein content even from eating soy. So doTERRA pulls that out so that we're able to get it in this phytoestrogen complex, which again is helping to even out our hormones. Then there's also flax lignans, which we talked about flax in the other video as well, why it's good to eat flax seeds. It's found in the whole of the flaxseed and are significant in supporting the liver's ability to metabolize hormones in a healthy way by flushing out the bad, right? And then pomegranate extract contains a blend of powerful antioxidants as well as complementary phytoestrogens. So these all work together in our phytoestrogen to help to balance out our hormones, to help our body so it flushes out the bad or flushes out too much and keeps the good. All right, so next I want to talk a little bit about clary, which is our essential oil blend, which has a group of amazing oils in order to help with healthy hormones, to help with any sort of the symptoms that you might have. It really helps to balance again. So clary sage helps ease muscle tension, mood lifting, hormone balancing. Lavender is calming. That actually helps support a healthy cortisol level. Bergamot is emotionally uplifting and helps ease muscle tension. Roman chamomile esters are relaxing and help ease muscle tension. Cedarwood helps support normal hormone levels. Ylang ylang with stress. Geranium helps balance the endocrine system. It's calming and also phytoestrogenic. Fennel helps support the estrogen production, and it's really good for lactation as well if you're having issues with that. Carrot seed helps support healthy endocrine activity. Palmarosa is soothing to the body, supports healthy thyroid levels. And then Vitex, which is chasteberry, considered bioidentical to phytoestrogens, and it's anti-spasmodic, which is why that helps also with maybe some of the negative things that come along with your monthly cycle, or even, the hot flashes and things like that. This can help with balancing it. I also love Clary Calm that I'll just use if I'm in a situation, a nervous situation, I'll put that on and it'll just help to calm me as well. So it works many different ways like that. All right, and let's talk about the bone nutrient complex, which is important because women, as we age, of course, we lose bone mass very quickly. As you see in the chart here, it says that calcium consumption of girls and young women is way higher for young women, I think until they're 26. And then it drops considerably in order to be able to produce it and to be able to utilize it. So as a result of bone loss, 1 in 3 women over 50 will suffer at least one fracture, if not more. And bone loss also causes other degenerative and life-threatening conditions as women age. So girls gain bone mass until the late 20s, and then they absorb calcium at about almost double the rate of older women. Yet research show that they consume less than half the calcium and other nutrients they need to build strong enough bones to sustain them through their lifetime. So the bone nutrient formula combines 100% of calcium and magnesium, highly absorbable, and it's vital trace minerals and vitamin C, 2 forms of vitamin D, and biotin to assist mineral absorption. So if you go to the other video, we talk more about all of those vitamins and why they're important. But also magnesium is really calming. So it's great to take at night to kind of calm your whole nervous system as well. And of course, the lifelong vitality pact, we talked a little bit about this in the other video as well, to have that basis for nutrition, having your not bone nutrient, but your vitamin mineral complex that feeds your cells, your omega 3, 6, and 9. We talk a lot more about that then too. And our alpha CRS is feeds you at the cellular blend, helps with inflammation within the body, helps fight free radicals, very high antioxidants. Again, antioxidants are really good at balancing out hormones. It can help support a healthy metabolism. It can help support healthy joint and brain function. So when we look again at the doTERRA lifestyle, right? Eating right, by utilizing those lifelong vitality pack, at getting your exercise, sunshine, breathing, rest and managing stress. You got the clary calm. Also reducing your toxic load, phytoestrogens, your endocrine. All of these things can help you to be able to live to get those hormones back in balance and to live a really good lifestyle with energy and vitality and joy. I always said before I was taking those lifelong vitality pack, I was exhausted all the time. I was moody as all get out. It was just a kind of a vicious circle for me. And within a few days, you guys, of me taking those, like my mood had evened out. I was now waking up at 7 in the morning, going all day long, which I didn't before, and had energy no matter what. And it's kind of late right now, 9:05. Been at this for a couple hours, and I'm still doing good. So try those if you haven't. doTERRA has a 100% money back guarantee on that lifelong vitality pack. We have a great return policy on everything. At least try it, right? And watch what it could do for you, especially if you're dealing with a lot of the things that we talked about. So natural solutions, bring them into your home at the best value. You can do retail. I don't recommend that. get a wholesale account. A wholesale account is just like a Costco membership. You get everything at 25% off. And its membership is free with any enrollment kit. We have tons of different kits that you can utilize. That women's kit actually comes, if you're going to do the loyalty rewards program, you can get that for like $12 off with all 3 of those products, which is great too. And if you're looking to live a better lifestyle, to get some products that you can trust, that doesn't take a ton of time because you know that these are trusted from where they come from, let me know and I'm here to help you. So I want to thank you again for joining me today in learning more about some of the products that doTERRA has when it comes to helping. I did do another video on adaptive. So I did talk about adaptive in the first video, but you can actually go watch the other video on adaptive to get more details about that particular product. I did not have it in this PowerPoint because it came out after this, but definitely go check out the adaptive video too. So I want to thank you guys, Andrea Dowie. Hey, if there's somebody you know who's dealing with hormone issues or has questions, send them the link to this video and I'll be happy to answer any questions that they might have. All right, well, I hope you have an amazing day and we'll talk to you next time.